Welcome to Networks Professionals.
1001 seconds. That is one single millisecond. And honestly, that's all the time it takes for a modern cyber threat to completely breach a system, encrypt your critical data, and just shut down your operations entirely. Welcome to the terrifying, hyper-accelerated reality of modern cyber warfare. We are talking about attacks that happen so incredibly fast, human reaction time is, well, it's entirely obsolete at this point. So, welcome to today's Explainer. I am super excited you're here because we're stepping onto one of the most fascinating and, frankly, high-stakes technological battlefields of our modern era, artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. We are literally witnessing a cyber arms race happening right under our noses. And today, we're going to break down exactly how this invisible, hyperspeed war is actually being fought. Okay, let's dive right into this battle plan. First, we'll look at the machine speed revolution. Then we'll explore the 4 specific domains of AI defense, confront the very real adversarial AI threat, and wrap up with the Human-AI Alliance. Section 1, the machine speed revolution. So the fundamental problem we're facing right now is basically a classic issue of biology versus technology. Human defenders, no matter how highly trained or heavily caffeinated they might be, they simply cannot move fast enough to combat these automated machine speed threats. It's just physically impossible. Because of this, we are undergoing a massive paradigm shift. Think about the old way of cybersecurity. It relied on slow, reactive, manual analysis. You'd wait for alerts, manually dig through system logs, and try to piece together what happened long after the damage was already done. But the new reality? It's all about autonomous machine-speed AI defense. AI fundamentally revolutionizes cybersecurity because it acts like a digital immune system. It instantly processes insanely vast data sets, predicts attack vectors, and neutralizes threats in literal milliseconds. We're talking about a fully autonomous system identifying a threat, isolating the infected endpoints, and blocking that malicious network traffic before human analysts even get the alert that an attack was attempted. That is a total game changer. Moving on to Section 2, the 4 domains of defense. Now that we understand the incredible speed of this technology, let's actually map out the battlefield. Modern AI-driven cybersecurity operates across 4 highly specialized domains to protect our systems. Our first domain here is malware and endpoint detection. And this brilliantly illustrates the shift we're talking about. In the past, traditional antivirus software relied on these rigid, signature-based rules. It basically had a digital most wanted poster, and it only caught the bad guys it already knew to look for. But AI changes the whole shebang. Instead of looking for a specific, known signature, it constantly observes the execution patterns and the actual real-time behavior of files. So if a completely new, never-before-seen file starts acting suspiciously, like, say, trying to encrypt a hard drive out of nowhere, the AI instantly shuts it down. This dynamic behavioral observation is exactly how we stop zero-day exploits, which are brand-new vulnerabilities and shape-shifting polymorphic malware that constantly rewrites its own code to evade detection. The second domain is network and traffic monitoring. Think of this as an always-on sentinel that effortlessly analyzes millions of data packets every single second. What the AI does here is establish a really strict, incredibly detailed baseline of what normal, healthy network activity looks like for a specific organization. And because it knows perfectly what normal is, it can instantly spot even the most microscopic deviations. So, if there's a sudden spike in outbound traffic indicative of data exfiltration, which basically means a hacker is silently trying to steal and export your sensitive database in the middle of the night, the AI spots that hidden deviation immediately and just severs the connection. All right, our third domain brings us to phishing and email security. Look, let's be honest, hackers aren't just sending poorly spelled emails from fake foreign princes anymore. Those days are over. Today, they are actively crafting highly targeted, hyper-personalized messages. To combat this, modern defense leverages natural language processing, or NLP models. The AI meticulously evaluates the communication styles, the subtle nuance and tone of the message, and scrutinizes every single embedded link. NLP essentially catches the inconsistencies that the human eye completely misses, stopping highly sophisticated business email compromise attempts dead in their tracks before an employee even has the chance to click on a malicious link. And finally, the fourth domain, behavioral analytics, or user and entity behavior analytics, often called UEBA for short. This connects directly back to the human element inside a network. AI meticulously tracks user and entity behavior. It's constantly looking for anomalies. Let's say a trusted employee suddenly logs in from a brand new IP address in a different country at 3 a.m. Or there's a massive sudden burst of secure file downloads from an account that normally only reads a few documents a day. By monitoring these subtle behavioral shifts, AI can instantly lock down compromised accounts and block insider threats before they can move laterally inside a system. Which brings us to Section 3, the adversarial AI threat. Now, up to this point, AI probably sounds like the ultimate impenetrable shield, right? But in any technological arms race, every action has an equal and often terrifying opposite reaction. And here is the twist. Hackers have AI too. Threat actors aren't manually searching for open ports or hand-coding malware anymore. No way. They are actively deploying their very own adversarial AI to automate vulnerability discovery and generate highly advanced attacks at the exact same machine speed. This means we're facing a reality where defensive algorithms are actively fighting offensive algorithms in real time. They're literally battling it out in milliseconds over the security of our data. This leads us to Section 4. The Human-AI Alliance. So the big question is, how do we possibly win a war where the enemy has the exact same automated high-speed weapons that we do? So the crucial point is choosing the right weapons and building an alliance. The only way organizations stay ahead is by integrating robust AI solutions with human oversight. We cannot fully remove humans from the loop. It's a true partnership. AI handles the overwhelming speed and scale, while human experts handle the complex strategic intuition. Look at how leading platforms are dividing this labor. For endpoint detection and response, or EDR, platforms like CrowdStrike, Falcon, and SentinelOne neutralize threats right at the device level. For cloud email security, Abnormal Security leads the charge in blocking those sophisticated AI-generated phishing attacks, using those NLP models we just discussed. And for extended detection and response, or XDR, automated investigation platforms like Palo Alto Cortex XDR pull all of these incredible data streams together for human analysts to oversee. Which brings us to a final thought to leave you with today. Whether you're protecting a personal device or an entire enterprise network, the macro-level cyber arms race we've just explored in this explainer is happening right now on the micro level, inside the very network you're using to listen to this. The speed of the attack is a statistical guarantee. So the only question left is your defense moving at human speed or machine speed? Take a moment to think about your own security posture and the tools you're currently evaluating as you move forward today. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this incredibly important topic, and as always, keep learning and stay secure out there.
Thanks for watching.